can't wait any longer because she will take forever. No, I'm just kidding. Good morning, everybody.
Hey.
How's everybody doing out there? It has been a struggle here today. This morning of just, yeah.
We're hunting for an item.
But,
found it.
I did make a mistake yesterday.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about that after a couple sales. We did sell a purse.
To Ganilla. I honestly didn't even know why I had listed this. So I'm thankful it sold. And I found it.
$19.95 plus shipping.
This has been listed like since we started or something.
Yeah, we've been on a bit of a hunt. That was one of the items.
I feel like it's I don't even know because that's a new item that we were hunting for today. So I don't know.
We sold a VHS. This is the McKinney's.
They can't see it.
Gone to Meeting is the VHS. Again, really like unusual stuff for VHS is what sells, and this would definitely fit the mold for that. $12.50 plus shipping came in via an offer. Let's get down to this one. So we bought 2 of these recently. These Wyze smart thermostats. I think we paid $4 each for them. One was open box, one was used. This one was used, so I listed it as untested.
And I don't even know if it was used. I feel like they got it and they saw how. Do you know it was used?
The screws you can tell had drywall.
Oh, okay, never mind.
In the screws, so they definitely used this one.
Okay.
At least they put it up, and then maybe they took it out.
I don't know.
And never like actually finalized it, but there was too much
wear on the screws.
Potentially usable, like it was used.
Okay.
And so I didn't want to test it because these things aren't like.
Easy
I'd have to take down my thermostat to connect this in order to test it. Not doing it. So sold as for parts. So I sold this for parts, $16.10 plus shipping. So we'll make a couple bucks on that. Nothing.
And hopefully they'll love it because hopefully it will work perfectly.
Yes, and it'll be cheap. So we only have probably 30 of these left. This one sold for full price, $7.50 plus shipping. This is in a big Skylanders buy. That these are all like exclusive Red Pop Fizz that are only at GameStop. So they're gonna sell over time. They're very, very slow selling items, but when they sell, it's nice because it's one less thing to worry about, and it is new in the package. Next up, we sold a camera, and this comes with this. I think I didn't even test the flash part. I think I noted that, but this worked, and it was in okay condition. I mean, there's some wear on it, but these sellers, they just take a lot longer to sell than the digital cameras when they're priced right. And this one sold for $89.95 plus shipping. We sold one of these finally. We had 4 of these. This is our first one to sell.
Yeah.
So we still got 2 more. 1 red, 2 blue. I think blue.
So we have 3 of them.
So we have 3 left now, but this is the first one to sell for $20 plus shipping. These we've seen these since we picked this one up, and because we have had a hard time moving the first ones, we don't buy the new ones.
Yep.
So we have a book set. This is Dungeons and Dragons: The Young Adventures Collection. If you remember, this was from one of a sweet lady that we picked it up where we got the Risk board game. I think we paid $5. Sold it for $14.95 plus shipping, and so it really didn't make too much. This was one of the items that took forever for us to find.
Still sweating from looking for it.
This is a Mountain Trooper G.I. Joe, $8 for some reason. Every time.
You can't see it. Here, let me get it out. He's in pieces.
He's in pieces. Yeah, just don't lose any pieces.
I'm not. There's the guy.
Yeah.
And then he's got his old body parts.
And his card.
And the card.
It's from the 80s. Sold for $8 plus shipping, so not making any money on that. But
did you buy this with other things too?
Yeah, I got another G.I. Joe that'll do better.
Did you get this with all the other G.I. Joes?
No, that was from a Whatnot.
Oh, okay.
But $8 plus shipping. Yeah.
And you just listed it, so.
Yeah, it did so fast. So there's that, but that's about the end of the benefit. So this is one of the digital cameras. This sold far faster than the other camera we showed. Yep. Not as much money on this one. This one with the case sold for $24.95 plus shipping. And last thing, this one, it is going to Canada. These are Linux pens. There's 4 of them. I'm gonna have you show these off. So there's 4 of these pens. They reached out. They were like, "Would you do X amount of dollars for a few of these pens and mind shipping?"
It is going to Canada, and this one has like the Canadian flag with the American flag.
And I just said yes because we've had these for so long that I don't care what he wanted to pay. Like, you can have them just as long as you love them. Yes. So I'm not exactly sure how much we're gonna make on those. No. We bought them for like nothing. So it's one of those things to where if you can get the
like retired and he had a ton of the Linux. Yeah, pens, it was like. So. Sure, we'll take them all. And it was at the end of the day, so he was ready to be done with this sale. Yeah. So the mistake I made yesterday was we had a Hunter's camera. Yeah, camera.
So, you know, one of those...
Deer cams
or whatnot. And I did my research. It took a while to list that item because there was, like, a bunch of different versions of that camera. And then usually they have them checked. This one didn't check. So I had to, like, do some digging to find it. Anyways, after finding it, I listed it. And then, like, 10 hours later, it sold for $14.95. This is a $150 camera.
Yeah.
So essentially,
he like yells out. He was in bed and he's like, "Oh my gosh! I just listed it. I posted the wrong price and it sold." And I was like, "Just cancel it. Yeah. Just cancel it." So, we don't do that often.
We haven't had any cancellations in quite a while
from our end.
I messaged the buyer and let them know that this was a mistyped price. They just replied, "Wow." I said, you know, something like, "Sorry for any inconvenience."
It was like the decimal was in the wrong place, kind of deal.
But it's one of those things to where if he gave any sort of, you know, upset or anything like that, I'll probably just send him a coupon for anything in the store. Something. I mean,
he knew he was getting a steal. Yeah. That's why he got mad because we caught on to it. But I mean, honestly, it was a mistake.
Yeah.
Things happen.
So.
So yeah. That's why you don't want to do it often. You want to do it on things that count. I bet you if it was supposed to be like $24, you would have just let it ride and
for sure
on us.
Yeah, that would have been.
But that's
not a
too
problem.
Much of a
but yeah,
price difference.
When you're talking about
$100,
$100 in your pocket.
Yeah.
Like after fees and everything, that's $100 out of your pocket. Like no, can't afford that. We ain't rolling like that yet. I hate to do it just because it's kind of like one of those things like you put it out there, and.
But it wasn't an auction. You know what I mean?
No.
Like it was just.
Well, it's like, you know, okay, how are you going to be accountable for your mistake? Well, I'm accountable in a way.
I'm gonna get dinged.
Yes,
on eBay.
We're dinged on our account because I'm taking a hit because I canceled it as out of stock, damaged item or something like that. Which is one of the ones that you want to absolutely avoid at all costs. But we literally have not had one of those in at least
over a year.
9 months.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like we could have had one in January. I know we had a few in October last year, which actually knocked us down from being top rated, which that is a big hit.
Yeah.
Like, if it was a case to where we've had 2 of those recently, he would have just got a steal of a deal because you can't afford to lose top rated seller.
Right.
Like, top rated seller gives you a 10% discount on your fees.
Yeah. So it's worth the loss.
Yeah. But
so we're not there. We didn't have that many, and we're gonna use that to our advantage.
Yeah. So. Anyways, plan for the day.
Laundry. Well, ship and laundry.
Yeah.
And cooking.
I think so Amber has done a lot of cleaning in the house.
And since I was looking for that dang little figurine, which was on the stairs, I cleaned up his area too. So.
Yeah, it's not dirty enough.
Pretty good.
So what I'm going to be doing is dirtying up my area.
Rude.
But no,
the cleaning fairy only comes once a year.
Yeah.
And she has left.
Yeah. So. No, she seems like she's still on the sidelines waiting to come in. But I'm probably going to be putting some stuff up that have been listed, and hopefully, so we have a bunch of PS1 games that need to be tested. So either the kids will test those, or I'm gonna have to test those.
Rough day in your life.
And then I'll have to list them. And and also I need to clean a bunch of records. We have a bunch of records that need to be listed too. So those are
marching orders for the day.
Yeah, I went through a lot of stuff yesterday that was kind of tedious.
Did we even go to the thrift store yesterday?
I did.
Did we source? You did. Okay.
I went down to Chapin and back. So, and we might be going back today because we have a couple items to return.
Oh yeah, we do. There was a speaker that we purchased that does not work, so
it's weird. I don't even know how to explain it. Like it's
so it's inconsistent. It's a Bose like stereo system.
CD player.
So he tried it. It was like, Amber, can you try to get it to work? Because I can't. So he was gone, and I just pushed the radio button and it worked. I was like, I don't know what the problem was. Like, it worked for me. What was so hard about that? And then he got home and I went to show him that it worked and it didn't work.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna take that one back. And then there was a guitar that we bought that didn't work.
Yeah, one of the Rock Band or Guitar Hero. I think it was Guitar Hero guitars. Yeah. One of the buttons was stuck.
So that's one good thing about buying at a thrift store is they do have, you keep your receipt and you return it or exchange it for like store credit.
And I feel like that's to some degree, that's part of the reason why when you buy electronics at a garage sale, your buy cost has to be cheap.
Yeah.
We bought a boob TV.
Yeah.
That I paid $5 for, that would sell for $80, didn't work. So
I don't think that's what it's called.
Yeah, like the old boob
TV. I know, but I don't think it's called boob TV. Because I think Alyssa told me that it was something different.
And it was like, it had a VHS. Anyways. It had a VHS player included in it. That's the reason why I picked it up.
Yeah.
And it didn't work.
Yeah.
And like this happens all the time where I'll pick up a VHS player. And they don't work. It's almost like a 50-50. You're flipping a coin.
So if it's like, it has to be less than $10.
Yeah. And sometimes it works out in your favor. Yeah. Like, we had a combo unit that I bought from a person that I bought it. I thought, oh, there's no way this works. This doesn't work. I did not think there was any chance that this thing worked. And it was $5. I paid $5. And it worked. There was no issues.
And then there's some that you're
like, sold for over $100.
Their stuff is so nice. It's totally going to work. No question. No. Get home, it don't work. It's like, dang it.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Like, this was in a bin, like...
Yeah.
With tools. Like, there's no way this is going to work. Yeah, it worked.
So yeah, that's a good thing about the thrift stores is you can...
It was raining outside.
Oh, yeah.
You remember that one? I was like, well, putting these in the bag.
You bought all kinds of electronics. I was like, don't do it. Don't do it.
And they both, there was two of them. One was a Panasonic Blue Line, and the other one was like a combo unit.
You never know.
Both worked, and it was getting rained on.
Yeah, you never know.
We came right when the rain started.
However, we were just at a yard sale where someone was selling Xbox One for... They had originally written on $125, and then they had crossed it off and put $100. So I called Aaron over. I was like, hey, take a look at this. But, like, the controllers that were with it, I've never seen controllers in such bad shape.
Like the bumpers... the R and the
triggers.
Those were completely ripped off.
Yeah, they were off, and the little thumb pads, they were all chewed up and missing, and so we passed on it just from the condition of the other stuff that she had.
$100 would be way too much for an Xbox One.
Yeah.
At a garage sale for the same reason we talked about, where you don't know if it works, and. Like, we saw a 360 the same day that morning, and I've been learning on some of these things too, where I went in, and it was one of the Slims. I could open up the door and look inside to see, how much of what is it, storage space, because these have many different types of storage spaces
on the 360.
And on the 360s, and for example, if you can get a 500 gig storage space on a 360, that just the hard drive we sold for $37.
Right. So even if the machine didn't work, you could still sell that.
I could still sell it. We open it up, and it's not even there.
Not even there.
So you can't even use this.
And that's not something I would have known either. Yeah. So I'm glad I was there to watch that happen, because I would have been like, oh, what do you want for this? And get it home, and he'd be like, what the heck? You got a shell. Why?
And that thing's not worth anything.
No,
at that
they're
point.
hard to sell anyways.
Yeah. So.
Kind of gotta live and learn.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, is I feel like we're learning. Like a perfect example is that big red ball bulb.
Oh yeah.
We were sourcing that.
We
that was
saw
one of
so many people buying those. Oh, these are what is it?
Bolos.
Bolos.
Yeah.
Like, Aaron, I found all kinds of these. You got to get them all. And then they take up a lot of space.
And again,
the good thing is they're not like, they're durable, so. But
yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
Not our bolos.
Yeah. You learn, Chacos would be another one where a lot of people pick up Chacos, and we have a hard time selling Chacos.
Even Keens, right?
Yeah, Keens, but I also think some of it's the market's changed.
Yeah.
So, I've seen, we'll get offers on shoes, and I'm like, that's kind of disrespectful. And then...
I heard.
And then you go in and look, you're like, oh, the market's changed.
Okay, never mind. You can have it.
Yeah, here you go.
Good deal. So, yeah, you got to keep your buy costs low and just learn by trial and error. So hopefully we're providing you with some things to not... make a mistake.
Plenty of mistakes are being made. Don't worry about it.
We'll
make them all. We'll make them all.
So we'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday. I don't think there's anything going on tomorrow.
Wednesday is after Tuesday.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Forgot.
Yeah.
All right, you guys have a great day.
Take care, everybody.
If I can get this to shut off. All right, bye.